I think the Raiders really do like Shador, but I don't know if we're going to be able to get him because we're going to be a pretty good team this year, you know?
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Come on, guys. Come on, what happened to our 12-win season?
Yeah, that shit went out the window.
Welcome to another episode of the Ninth Island. We are finally back in the studio right now. I got two members of the Ninth Island.
Mr. Fitz, y'all know what it is. Raiders.
Mikey's vision. I don't have anything else after that.
Well, I mean, Oos. We didn't really get to talk after the win last week, but we're back after a loss. So obviously, you guys know it's not Victory Monday. We lost to the Broncos yesterday, 34-18. A horrible fucking loss.
Can we change this?
man.
If we lose, can we change the Monday to, instead of Victory Monday, can we do Cheap Ticket Monday?
Cheap ticket. Hey, shout out to the Raiders, man.
Still not cheap, though.
It dropped $200,
It's $280. That's still fucking expensive.
but it still dropped.
Yeah, it did drop. At least we're not paying $500.
I want it to be lower.
I know there's a lot of Raider fans out there probably like, man, you guys are the problem. You guys are going and supporting this team.
I know I got a lot of heat.
For what?
Some of the videos, like why you still making content after a fucking loss like that?
That's the perfect time to make content. This is when we're doing bad.
Yeah.
And people act like this is brand new, man. We're Raider fans. We chose this life. So at the end of the day, it's our fault, you know.
It's too late. I got them tatted on the back of my head.
I mean, you could always change it.
No.
But yeah, I want to kind of go over the game before we kind of talk about anything else. Like I said, it's been quite a while since we've been in, but we're gonna try to come in every single week, right? We're gonna try to come in every single week.
We were here just 2 weeks ago.
But it felt like forever. Was it two?
Because last week
It was 2
I
weeks.
was working.
Yeah, last week-
I was going to load in, load out. So last week I couldn't make it. I could have made it later in the nighttime, but,
then-
you work.
Yeah, so it didn't.
So, but we will be here almost every stupid.
But yeah, we'll be here every week, and we'll try to
The
drop.
rest of the season.
Yeah, we'll try to drop every Tuesday.
This episode is brought to you by Our Burgers, located off of Eastern and Warm Springs at 7215 Southeastern Avenue. If you're looking for a SoCal type of food spot, this is the place to be. I'm telling you, from their burgers to their zucchini sticks to their chili cheese, pastrami fries, all around top of the line food. I love it. I've been there at least 7 times since finding out about it in the last 2 weeks. It is the place to be. And don't forget about happy hour. Go tap in. Tell them the USO sent you.
But like I said, we lost to the Broncos. I'll ask you first, Fitz. How did you feel about this game?
I was very angry over the season. Just throw it. Get the number 1 pick. Fuck it.
Oh, you were one of those.
Fuck it. It's over.
Damn.
Just throw the season away.
Damn.
Get the number 1 pick. Yeah.
You know what's funny? If we win this weekend, we're going to the Super Bowl.
But even at that, I have no confidence in our quarterback game. No confidence in the O-line. Like, if we make it to the playoffs, it's just to fucking one and done type shit.
But we still got your guy, the guy that you've been vouching for on the rosters.
AOC, I mean, he did a lot more than Minshew
No, he
did.
didn't.
I don't know about
He
that.
didn't, bro. They both looked exactly identical.
Yeah.
Well, he got a touchdown in fucking 1 minute.
Who?
I was
He
kidding.
didn't get a touchdown.
I was like, Minshew, the first drive?
And
The first
Minshew got
drive?
1 touchdown in the whole fucking 3 quarters, and then AOC got
got
1 in the first quarter.
Okay.
But what about you, Mikey?
Not a fan of him.
You turned in your Raider card already?
Yeah, bring back Jimmy.
Bring back
Oh,
Jimmy.
hell no.
See, I told you.
No, that's-
I told you.
Worse.
Come on, it was Jimmy.
I'll take Carr over Jimmy.
The first 5 games with Jimmy, we were 3-2. Come on now.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
By luck.
And
No.
we didn't have a defense. We didn't have this type of
You
defense.
don't knock it off with that fucking horse
Oh,
shit.
okay. I was just joking. I like to get the Raider fans mad. But yeah, we start off the game. Brock Bowers, huge touchdown, 57-yard touchdown. And of course, we're at an all-time high. We're all pumped up after that. And then,
I think that was my only time jumping off my couch was
Yeah.
that play the whole game.
I was jumping on my couch after, PS2 took it to the house.
Hey, that was a hole, man.
Yeah, man. That was kind of tough, man.
You talking about Minshew?
Yeah.
For sure. They fucked us again.
I mean, throwing that interception was really huge. I had a feeling that it was going to be like a momentum shifter, and obviously it was because we didn't
Right
score.
after that, we just bent over and handed them Vaseline and said, "Don't worry, you don't need it if you don't want it."
Bent over and gave us the Diddy lotion.
Yeah, they were just rubbing baby oil all over us after that.
And what else?
I don't know.
You don't want to know.
You don't want to know. You know.
Yeah, the Broncos ended up scoring 34 unanswered points after
That's
that,
crazy.
and it was horrible for the rest of the
Fucking
game.
Bo Nix, bro.
The rookie veteran.
I know Bo Nix didn't really like put a lot on paper. Had like 200 yards, I think 2 touchdowns, but man, that dude looked like a solid quarterback who's they're on a 3-game win streak, and I know most of their wins came off the back of their defense, you know, but they at least have a viable quarterback. For us, we found out, you know, Gardner Minshew got benched at the end of the game for AOC. Do you guys believe that was the right move? I'll let you talk.
So I think he had to do that. AP had to bench him to put AOC in. It was just a politic move, bro. He had to do it, right? But when AOC came in, he did the same exact thing Minshew did. It was an identical. You couldn't even tell the quarterback was switched, right? They did the same exact thing with the interception, almost interception, the getting sacked, the time in the pocket, not be able to throw it to anybody. You know what I'm saying? And then AOC does almost a Derek Carr where he's in the touchdown. You know what I'm saying? Like almost got that safety. So it's kind of like, I think it was a politic move. He had to do it. He had no choice. He had to. Front office probably made him. Press box probably made him. But at the end of the day, whoever you put in out of both of them, same thing.
Yeah, I mean, I feel the same exactly. I'm surprised that they did put AOC in though, but
it was a politic move. You had to.
I think we should have signed Kirk Cousins, like I said last year. Look what he's doing over there with ATL.
And what did I say? I said we should have got Justin Fields, and look at what he's doing with the Pittsburgh Steelers, Zeus.
And you know what I said? We should have got C.J. Stroud, and look what he's doing over there.
Well, I said that too.
Okay, so.
But last year, availability,
Yeah.
I would have gone Kirk Cousins, bro. Look what he's doing over there with Atlanta. Did you watch the Tampa Bay and Atlanta game?
Yep.
That was a fucking good game.
It looked like a good game. I think any other quarterback option would have been solid. I like Gardner Minshew. I like the signing because I thought he was going to be a backup. If anything was to happen,
right.
I think he was a solid backup. But to be our starter, I mean, I like them better than AOC, but it's not really saying much. Justin Fields, I know you said Kirk Cousins. Justin Fields is doing his thing. And
still sucks.
How does he still suck? The Pittsburgh Steelers have a winning record, Deuce.
Yeah, but they're not that good. He's only doing good because of Tomlin over there.
And why are the Falcons doing good? Because
Kirk Cousins, the coach over there sucks. Kirk Cousins over there dropping down. He threw for 509 yards, 4 touchdowns.
It does start.
Kirk Cousins reminds me of Derek Carr. He has those hot games, and then he has those not.
I agree with that.
And look at Derek Carr. Right? Look at Derek Carr. Right?
Record what? They're 4-1.
Who?
Atlanta.
Yeah, but look at the teams they played.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay's a good one.
No, they lost to the Broncos, bro.
Okay, who else? Look at fucking the Vikings. They're 5-0.
Yeah.
That's crazy to see the Vikings 5-0.
Who was their quarterback for the Vikings
Donald.
last year?
Oh, last year was Kirk Cousins. But everybody was hurt, and he was hurt last year too.
Well, if I had to choose out of the two, I'd still go Justin Fields.
I would go Justin Fields over those two, for sure.
You guys are smoking crack.
You really think Kirk Cousins is better than Justin Fields?
Hell yeah, what the fuck?
No.
Bro, Justin Fields got more fantasy points than him.
We're talking real life. Damn fantasy. This is a team we're talking about.
Let me check my fantasy, bro. Let's see if I got
Nah, I just but I think, quarterback wise,
I think this is about to be a hard fucking 3 to 5 years. The next 3 to 5 years.
Damn, already.
Damn, 3 to 5 years.
I remember the first time you told me in 3 years we're gonna be a Super Bowl contender. I did too. I thought so too.
Shit, with all the moves we made.
So I want to ask this question because I know that AP came out afterwards. Obviously, we caught a lot of flack after the game. Horrible game. But he said that we don't know who's going to be the starter going into Pittsburgh's game. Could it be ALC? Could it be Gardner Minshew?
Could it be Colin Kaepernick?
Why do you keep... We'll get to Colin Kaepernick. I want to ask you about that. But if you had to choose, if you were the head coach, you had that decision, would you start AOC or Gardner Minshew against the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Fuck. It's like You're gonna start the guy with no arm or the guy with no leg. It's a fucked up situation. It's scary
Yeah.
because we all know the Steelers do pretty damn good. That's a hard one, bro. I'm gonna go AOC.
What about you?
I'm going Minshew. But this is what hold on. This is what I say they do, okay? You're not supposed to do it this way, but I say do it this way. Throw them in first quarter, second quarter each. One get shot. One get first quarter, one get second quarter. Whoever wins that.
Oh, the NFL. What the fuck are you talking about?
No, I'm going Minshew.
I got a solution.
So, look, real quick, to be real about this, I'm going Minshew. I'm not going AOC. The reason why I'm not going AOC is because if you watched his performance when they did put him in, even though it was for a short time, you could tell he was still a rookie. You could tell he didn't have that pocket presence. He couldn't throw that ball in time. He couldn't find a open a receiver, and he also, in my thing, I think he cannot read defense good. I
don't think so?
No, the way his eyes, when they were zooming in on him, showing him, he's a great quarterback, but I think he's a rookie still. Like, he still is, right? It's not a thing. He's still a rookie. So he's not reading right, and he's not showing fakes, if you know what I mean. Like, he's looking where he's throwing automatically.
I feel like AOC reads the defense better than Gardner Minshew. But I'm like I said, it's not saying much. AOC's better. Like, if the pocket is clean, I think AOC could throw a more accurate ball. And
what? Say that again.
If the pocket is clean. But I know the pocket hasn't been clean, especially with this offense.
You think he could throw accurate with the pocket being open than Minshew?
Yeah, definitely. I like Minshew's abilities better because he's able to extend plays and stuff like that. But we've seen many times, Garner overthrow receivers when we need a big
Didn't
play.
AOC just overthrow?
AOC did too.
He overthrew him and got the pick.
But he's still a young
the,
quarterback.
I guess a lot of people would say that,
You would expect that from AOC, but not Minshew.
But all I know is we got beat by a veteran rookie.
I think I know a lot of fans they say that hey, if we're gonna lose, might as well lose with the guy with upside, right? AOC, and I think he has more upside than Gardner Minshew. I don't know whether or not I would have him start or whatnot, but I feel like the guy that should start is Carter Bradley. Put Carter Bradley.
He's still on the roster.
Yeah.
Fuck it, get Cap, bro.
I don't know about that. So let's talk about that because I seen your reels. I seen the thing that you posted on Instagram, and I know we want to talk about quarterback options because we really don't have quarterbacks right now.
We have no quarterbacks right now.
But you say go out, sign Colin Kaepernick. My boy's been unemployed for many years.
Yes.
Why?
Raiders have a history of getting the bad boys, the guys that nobody wants. We go get him, have it be the greatest comeback story of all time with the Raiders, and him take us to the fucking Super Bowl, bro.
But what can he do that's better than what we have right now?
Well, he practices still like he's going to be in the league. He's still got the skill set.
He practices out here too.
Yeah, he's still got the skill set. We all saw when Mark Davis brought him 2 years ago.
Yeah,
the motherfucker can still throw. I mean,
he does.
And that's the only option right now. If you want to
true.
save the season, I believe we go out and get Colin Kaepernick
Or re-sign Jimmy.
No.
Go
if
get
we
Jimmy.
want the number one pick.
So this is what we do. We go out tomorrow. AP goes out tomorrow, makes a phone call. Jimmy's on the roster, starting quarterback. We kill it against Pittsburgh.
Get the fuck out of here. No, I'm serious. The Raiders have a history of getting the bad boys that nobody wants. That's Colin Kaepernick right there. You bring him in. We see what we can. It's the greatest comeback story of all time.
So you're doing it for story,
Right?
not really
Fuck
quarterback.
that.
You're doing it for Netflix.
Quarterback and story because it'd be fucking.
So does he take a knee?
He could do whatever the fuck he wants if he's winning his games right now.
Obviously, that's gonna bring a lot of publicity to the Raiders. I doubt that they
We
even.
already have a lot of.
Well, yeah,
publicity.
that's true. But I doubt the Raiders even do that. But I think that's kind of that's really bold of you to say go get Colin Kaepernick.
That's a fantasy. I don't
Yeah.
think it's gonna happen. But if it did happen, I would love to see it play out.
I
To
would
be
too.
100% honest
So
with
make this a real and let's see what everybody else thinks.
you. Yeah.
Oh.
Post
Should
this up.
we get Colin Kaepernick?
Well, one thing I'll say is just make sure don't reply to anybody because they're gonna come after you.
Oh, I'm getting heated sometimes. I try not to read the comments.
Now, there's another option that I had out there for quarterback.
Beat up the rest.
That would be one thing.
That's what Raiders do.
Outside of
Be careful what we say, because nowadays I guess that's the threat. I don't know.
Yeah, you might get sued. You might get sued.
Outside of going out and getting Colin Kaepernick or even Jimmy G, I feel like one option that not a lot of people are talking about.
Jacoby Myers?
What do you mean, Jacoby Myers?
He's a quarterback.
Oh, yeah, he was. But no, fuck no. He's already wide receiver 1 now, man, thanks to Davante. But using Davante to make a trade, and getting a quarterback. Now, 2 options that I have that I feel like are realistic in a trade if we were.
I want to hear this.
Yeah, we got to hear this.
1, Russell Wilson. We go trade him to the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Pittsburgh Steelers have been rumored to, really want to go out and get Davante Adams. We're not going to get a first-round pick for him. I feel like if we could get a second-round pick. The only way I see us getting anything outside of a second-round pick is if we get like a quarterback in return. And I feel like Russell Wilson, not really needed over there with the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's a guy that I feel like is a better option than what we have right now, veteran. And we got some weapons here that we can probably use with him. So Russell Wilson's one option. Another option, I know you're going to probably say, hell no, Trey Lance. Get him over here as I think Trey Lance could be. We've seen him in preseason, what he could do. You bring him over here.
God.
I disagree with that.
Hey, he's a young quarterback with
I'm about to walk to the nearest bridge and jump off that motherfucker.
And I hope when you do jump off, Oos, you think about this. and honestly, think about it, Oos. Like, you're saying Colin Kaepernick. Trey Lance is still a young quarterback, has all the assets, the skill sets to be a quarterback. We've seen in the preseason what he did against us. He can run the ball.
It's not preseason.
Okay, it is. He can run the ball, throw the ball, and as a cheap option, I think we could bring him in. And he's a guy that's got a chip on his shoulder that could come over here and get something done.
That's another fantasy.
And then AP as a head coach, AP is going to he sets it straight, and I think if anything was to happen, he'll put him in his place.
Russell Wilson, maybe.
Okay.
I can see Russell Wilson, but
I'd rather go get Colin Kaepernick over Russell Wilson.
What?
Talk about chip on your shoulder.
Wait,
You're being blackballed from the NFL.
Wait, here we go.
Who's got a Super Bowl?
Russell Wilson, but that's because of what's his name?
You got to think about that. You must.
Well, that's like
but hey,
10 years ago, 15 years ago.
Hey, you want to talk about stories? Imagine that, like Russell Wilson leaving the Seahawks, not really being utilized, being a meme, being a joke, going over there to the Pittsburgh Steelers and losing his job to fucking Justin Fields.
Did you read his lips? What he said to him? Come on, man. Bring that quarterback over here. I'll take him.
I don't know, bro.
And then you bring Russell over here, turns things around.
Yep.
Hey.
Talk about a chip on your shoulder. Colin Kaepernick has a chip on his shoulder.
He does. I'll give you that.
Can he even play in the NFL? Did the NFL get rid of like blacklist him?
Pretty much, but
so how can we make that possible if that was even possible?
To the NFL and signing him.
Yeah, but then wouldn't the Raiders get heat on the front end?
Fuck Roger Goodell.
Okay, I agree with that, but okay. They won't let him play, then we just wasted a whole bunch of shit.
You can't do that.
Why can't you?
Because it's the fucking Raiders, bitch.
Sounds personal.
Yeah, it does. I just, to be honest with you, man, I would love to see that happen. I'm not disagreeing with you. Colin Kaepernick, I've always liked him, what he did, and was jacked up what happened to him and how he got it.
He's from Nevada, isn't he?
Yeah, no, he went to UNR.
He went to Nevada, right?
He didn't go to UNLV. He went to UNR.
Yeah, it's Nevada, right?
Yeah, he went to UNR. We don't talk about that over here.
It's the same shit.
No, it's not.
So this season, obviously, quarterback has been a big problem. Right. And we talked about it in the offseason. Quarterback is a big problem. I talked about it. I remember we were on the franchise podcast at Radio Row. I feel like AP's, time with the Raiders as a head coach is going to be judged off of who the quarterback is that he brings in. And this past offseason, we didn't really bring anybody in. And I feel like right now everybody's kind of going at AP. But going into next season, if he's still the head coach, which I think he still will be,
he's got at least 3 years with us.
That's what I feel like. So I want to take a moment right now and give a huge shout out to one of the sponsors of this episode, Bula Pies Fiji. They've got some of the best meat pies in the world. And my Fitz can attest to that.
Yep, I ate it for like 3 months straight.
Discover the taste of Fiji in every single bite. And I'm not talking about the artist.
Oh,
They've also got an app now that you can download in the App Store, Bula Pies Fiji. If you guys are looking for that meat, go and download the app today and let them know that the Uso sent you guys. Also, if you guys are on social media, don't forget to follow them at bula.pies.fiji. What do you think the move is to get a quarterback? If we don't get no quarterback right now, we go into the offseason drafting or signing somebody, who would be at the top of your list for the Raiders to get?
Shadur.
Yeah, I guess Shadur. Sanders.
Yeah, I take him all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But,
And bring his dad over, too.
yeah, fuck it. Bring his dad over as an assistant coach.
Yep. Him and AP would be dope.
Yeah, that would be a dope combo.
And it would be a talk forever.
Yeah.
And their son playing, and his son playing QB.
I know he's been talked about a lot. Mark Davis kind of talked to him, too. I think the Raiders really do like Shador, but I don't know if we're going to be able to get him because we're going to be a pretty good team this year,
Oh, that's a good one. Good one.
Come on, guys. Come on, what happened to our 12-win season?
Yeah, that shit went out the window a long time ago.
Hey, I'm still going on my streak for when we picked before the
Who
season.
I think personally that fucked up this season is?
Who?
Tom Telesco, bro.
Why?
Uh,
Why is it? I want to hear this because I have a rebuttal. Go ahead.
okay. Then you should know who called me after they got traded.
Okay. But
Yeah.
what about that?
So when everybody was wanting a quarterback in the draft, I already knew because of what Josh Jacobs told me. One of the reasons why he didn't want to commit to the Raiders was because of the whole Tom Telesco didn't want to commit to a quarterback in the draft.
Okay. But
We should have got a fucking quarterback in the draft.
no, we should have. I agree with you 100% on
I
that.
agree, too.
But he would not commit because Josh Jacobs told me he was willing to take the deal that was on the table with the Raiders if they were serious about getting the quarterback in the draft and showing that they were committed to this franchise, doing something with the franchise.
Yeah.
But Tom Telesco told him no.
That could be true, but there has been reports that the Raiders did everything that they could to try to move up.
They could be gassing.
Yeah, I agree.
But my thing is, okay, they did it. I know it was hard to move up to get Jaden Daniels. Obviously, everybody wanted Jaden Daniels, but there were still other quarterbacks available, whether it was Bo Nix, J.J. McCarthy, one of those guys, Michael Penix. If we really wanted to move up, just a couple more spots.
There was only one quarterback we all wanted, and that was Jaden Daniels.
Yeah,
I
I agree with you on
I
that.
agree with that, too. Let that slip
Oh,
away.
So thank you, Tom Telesco, for not committing.
Shout out Tom
Yeah,
Telesco.
fuck, man. Well, we all know he
God
doesn't pay
damn.
running backs, and that's why Josh Jacobs left, too.
So that's the thing, too, though. Like, Davante Adams was supposed to be in part of that pick, too, right? You think that would have changed something if Adams was a part of the next quarterback as well?
Yeah, I think they asked him,
I
but
think everybody wanted Jaden Daniels.
well, everybody wanted him, but I know that Davante probably had a hand in it,
Mm-hmm.
but we really didn't address it as much as we thought they would.
Maybe
They thought we were good with Mitch.
do you think that if Adams, if they told Adams that you were going to be a part of our quarterback decision, and actually went through with it, do you think Adams would be trying to stay?
I think he would try to stay.
Mhm.
I don't think that he even wanted to leave, but I think with a lot of things going on, I think what was best for him was probably moving on. No matter how many times he says he wants to stay, maybe he does want to stay, but I don't know, with all the news coming out, which we'll talk about in a little bit, I think if we had a viable quarterback right now, I think there would be no discussion. Whether we were doing good or not, if we had a quarterback that we knew was the future of the Raiders, I don't think we'd be having this discussion. Now, to rebuttal what you said, Tom Telesco fucked up. And I think he did. But I don't think it's only Tom Telesco. I don't think AP's, out of a discussion either. Everybody wants to kind of like turn a blind eye to AP because
Right.
everybody loves AP. But had this been Josh McDaniels, we would not be talking about Dave Ziegler like
Nope.
we're talking about Tom Telesco. So I feel like everything kind of stems from our head coach. I think AP.
From what Josh Jacobs told me, it's Tom Telesco's fault.
No, well, in that part, maybe yes, you're probably right, especially with Josh Jacobs and re-signing him. But as far as everything else, all of this, I think AP is part of the problem with what the Raiders are going through right now. He's not the whole problem. There's a lot of things that go into Tom Telesco as well. But I feel like everybody's overlooking AP. AP's the guy that, just settled with Gardner Minshew. We could have still traded for somebody, got Justin Fields, went out, got Russell Wilson, or anybody else. We could have addressed the quarterback situation better. We could have drafted a quarterback. We didn't. And then he makes Gardner Minshew the starting quarterback. And now it's just looking like shit right now.
So you want my opinion on that?
Go ahead.
I don't think AP is an offensive coach. He's a
He's not.
defensive coach, right?
But
so
he's also the guy that hired Luke Getsy. So and everybody wants
Right.
to fire Luke Getsy.
I didn't want him.
No, nobody wanted him.
Right.
But obviously Cliff Kingsbury was the number one choice. He backed out. But what did AP do? He went out, got Luke Getsy. Nobody's forcing him to get him.
Right, but the thing is like you said, is AP is a defensive coach. Our defense is stacked, bro. It's great, right? It's great. I just
Not
don't.
this week. it was.
And I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna piss off a lot of people, but I don't think AP's a great guy. Don't get me wrong. He's a dope dude. He knows what he's doing. He's players coach. But this is what I'm saying. He is not head coach material.
Ooh.
And I'm going to say that. I am. He's a players coach, bro. He's
You
a
were
players
like,
coach.
who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, I know. I know. They're going to hate on me. No, but they're going to hate on me. Listen, let them hate on me. I don't care. AP is not head coach material. He's a great defensive coach. Is a defense coach. He's a players coach. All the players love him. All the fans love him. Everyone loves him. He's a lovable guy. Nothing asked about that. But he cannot make those head decisions. That's what I think is part of the problem with that.
I can see what that is. But if we were winning right now, you think he'd still be ahead? Like, would you still feel the same?
If we were winning? No, yeah, I'd feel the same. Because it's the decisions that gets made all around has his hands in it.
Yeah,
He has
that's
his
true.
hands in it regardless. It's a head coach. He has his hands in it. Now, does he has to listen to the front office? He has other people he listens to. It's like the president. They're puppets, right? They got to say whatever they got to say. It gets it. But at the end of the day, is if we were winning or we were losing, AP is not head coach material yet, right? He is going to be 100%. AP is going to be the best head coach there could be, but it's not his time right now.
What
So with that, what you saying that he's going to be a good head coach? Are you saying that like okay, after the Raiders or giving him time?
Everyone that leaves the Raiders does dope.
Look at Dennis Allen.
No,
I
no.
think if they bring the right pieces around him, offensive coordinator, maybe.
Okay, I can agree with that, but they cannot let him make those decisions. They cannot let him make those decisions. Like he brought in Tom, or you know what I'm saying? Like AP brought in these people, right?
Well, he didn't bring in Tom though.
Well, I mean,
I heard that Tom Brady has some influence over that.
He didn't have
no,
influence.
you're right. I heard that too. Mark Davis did bring him
Mark
in.
Davis made his decision because he gave the people what they wanted,
Correct.
which was AP.
Right.
But they wouldn't let him get Champ Kelly in there.
And I'm gonna go back to it, man. It's gonna piss a lot of people off, and it is what it is. But AP is not head coach material yet, and I'm saying the word yet because he will be.
But when will like you say that now?
It's time, man. Like he was a defensive coach. He is a defensive coach. He wasn't that offense. You could tell what coach is what, right? He's here right now, right? What are you doing?
Nothing.
He's here right now, but he's a defensive coach. So at the end of the day, our offense sucks ass, bro. It's horrible. Because why?
We have no quarterback, and our old line is struggling right now.
I mean, there's a lot of pieces that go into that for sure.
But look, our offense is not making the moves it needs to make.
It isn't, and
If we had a quarterback and a better old line
and a better offensive coordinator. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of pieces that go into it. I wouldn't say yet because I would like to give whoever we hire as a head coach. I always give them
How many
benefit of the doubt. I give them 3 years to prove themselves
Okay.
and see where the team is at. If they decline, then we know that he's not
So
the right
you're
coach.
saying this is the first because it's his first year, you're gonna let it.
Nah, I'm not gonna let it slide, but I'm not gonna go out and say like he's not the head coach material or whatnot. I know I think things prove it, but I feel like it's a results league, and he's gonna have to finish off the season strong if we want to consider. I don't know if they're gonna fire him right away, but what do you think would if we don't make the playoffs this year? If we're 7-win team, 8-win team, what do you think happens?
They're not firing AP. They're not firing him. He's too of a likable guy. They're not gonna.
I say we throw the season and go with the number 1 pick overall.
I can never do that. I can never be that fan.
Fuck it.
If we do, okay, then we do. But
We got fucking Gardner Minshew and AOC right now. Like,
oh man,
roll the fucking season.
And that
don't
goes
agree.
back to what you said right now. We got Gardner Minshew and AOC. That's what goes back to it. And like I
Sign
said,
Colin Kaepernick.
it is what it is. We have a defensive coach. Our defense is stacked. Our defense is dope.
Yeah.
We have a defensive head coach. That's just how it is. So the defense is going to be dope because that's what he knows, right? He doesn't know. I guarantee. I mean, AP's a coach. He's been around. He's been coaching for years, high school, college, whatever. I understand that. But at the end of the day, he probably doesn't know that quarterback offensive side.
but that's why he should be paired with an offensive coordinator that can take care of that,
Correct.
which we don't have that right now.
Correct.
We have a horrible offensive coordinator, but of course he had a hand in hiring that guy, and it just didn't pan out. But for you saying all of this, and I know I can disagree right now with that, but what would you do with AP if you don't feel like he's head coach material right now? You if you were the owner of the team, what would you do?
You gonna put me on the spot like that?
You already put yourself on the spot by saying he ain't head coach material.
He's not. You believe?
No, I know.
No, wait, real quick. You believe AP is head coach material?
I think he has.
Yes.
Right now.
Right now.
You
Right
think
now.
he is?
Right now. I think he has.
Yes, with the right pieces. Luke, whatever. Getsy, the dipshit that pisses me off all the time, that motherfucker needs to go. That's
Okay,
what's making him look bad.
I agree. Okay, so basically, it's correct. You guys are correct. If they put the right pieces around him to build him up, right?
Not build him up, but build each
then
other
what would
up.
you do? Okay, build each other up.
Well, I see both points because I think AP could be head coach material. I think he is head coach material.
You just said could be.
No, he is. Okay, I would say he is head coach material, but I feel like the decisions that he has made is biting him in the ass because and most of that in due part is part of his fault too. But I think he can still be a head coach until like proven otherwise right now.
Okay.
Like I said, I can't really go that far as to say like, because you're basically saying like we should fire them.
No, I'm not. No.
I'm just joking.
No.
I'm just joking.
No, hey, no. So we shouldn't fire AP. I'm not saying to fire AP. I'm just saying he is not.
He needs to take over the reins right now.
Exactly. Yes. Leave him in front line. That's fine.
Who's going to take over?
I didn't get that far. I don't know.
Fucking Getsy?
But no, Getsy's no.
Maybe
But
Ram?
this is what I'm saying. Like, leave AP there. I'm not saying fire him. He's a great guy. He knows what he's doing when it comes to football.
Put the
He
Mac
has
Island in there.
he has a football mindset. He does. He's born, raised, grew up, slept, eat. That's it. He's football material on that. Yes, football material. Defensive coach. Yes, but he is not head coach material yet.
Okay.
As in, even if you do give him pieces to build each other up, right? You're gonna build each other up. Let him be the frontline man because everybody loves him. He's a player's coach. Every player that has played for him loves him, can talk highly about him. No one has ever talked bad about AP, right? But at the end of the day, he shouldn't be the one with the reins right now.
Okay, so what's your solution?
My solution would be to get the right people in the right places
Oh, my
and
God.
put him in the front line and let him
So you're saying to keep him,
keep
but
him.
he's not head coach
Uh,
material.
Yes, as
Keep
in
him as the face.
exactly.
And have
Let
him
him work.
do
Let him do his thing.
So okay,
In the
I
future, next year or 2 years from now, when you're talking 2-3 years that you're giving AP, because that's what you guys said. You guys are giving him 3 years, and then he's getting fucking fired. That's exactly what you guys said. So-
no, that's not what I said.
Get fired.
I didn't say that.
Like,
Look.
3 years is the mark. We're like,
Okay.
we better see some improvement.
But what we're gonna do, right? So but that's what I'm saying. Like,
He needs the right pieces around. I mean, we
he
all
needs
kinda-
help, is what you're saying.
Well, yeah, but
bro, that's just
we're
like
gonna have to. Yeah, I know. It's just like any other team. You have to have that surrounding cast, and if he does stay on this year after this season, which I'm most likely
will.
for sure he's gonna stay on, no matter how bad or good we do. Getting an offensive coordinator is going to be big for him, and getting the right coaching staff is going to be big moving forward. So, I do kind of want to pivot off of that because I know we all have our thoughts on AP, but I know for right now we're all saying we don't need to fire him. But just quick question. I mean, quick answer from both of you guys. I'll ask you first. If we're not a playoff team this year, we do bad. 7 wins, 6 wins, maybe 8 wins. What do you do?
Go after the best quarterback situation you can next season. And then use our picks to go after O-line. That's all we fucking need.
I think what we should do is 100% go after a quarterback and go after an offensive coordinator.
That too, yeah.
That's the next
We
move
need
on both.
O-line, too.
Well, we're all in agreement that
Yes.
AP should still be here.
Yes, 100%. I'm not saying AP should get fired. He
Well, I
should
didn't say
not.
that. I was
No, you did say that.
I was joking.
AP should not get fired. I'm going to put that out there. AP should not get fired. Okay? But
Well, that's
he-
not going to
he-
make the real. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I'm joking.
Oh,
with
I'm
you.
getting hella hate.
No.
Comment below if you hate me.
Who the fuck is this guy?
No, it is what it is, man.
Last thing I do want to talk about before we do head out of here is Davante Adams. Of course, last week was crazy week. Davante Adams news and all that, trade rumors going left and right. You know, he was at Antonio Pierce, like the fucking post that he could possibly be playing the last snap as a Raider, and he quickly unliked it. And then it got brought up, all the trade discussions going on. How do you guys feel about the situation? Should he get traded? And to who? My thoughts, I kind of talked about it on my channel and stuff like that. I feel like the writing's already on the wall. He's going to get traded. I don't want him to get traded, but I don't really blame for me, I don't blame Davante for wanting to leave because the Raiders failed him. That's my stance on it because we haven't addressed the positions that we needed.
Well,
he came. He
speak the fuck up and talk about those issues.
I know. I don't like. I hate the cryptic shit. I hate the cryptic shit. Just be real about everything and whatnot.
Keep it 100, bro. Talk. Well, it's too late. What he should have done from the beginning is, hey, motherfuckers, go get a quarterback and address that O-line issue.
I think he kind of did without saying.
Well, then that's not really saying it.
Yeah, but
if you're blunt about it, and him especially being who he is, if he was blunt about that shit, we wouldn't be in this situation right now.
But do you think if Derek Carr was still here, we would be in this situation?
Wait, what?
Wait, say that again?
Say that again? Louder for the camera?
Do you think if Derek Carr was still here, because there's a lot of people that think that one of the main reasons why he came out here, which I do agree with, I don't think it's the only reason. One of the main reasons why he came out here was because of Derek Carr, to play with Derek Carr. It didn't work out.
I got a lot of heat for the last fucking Derek Carr question you asked.
I think Derek.
I stand firmly behind.
I think Derek.
I agree with you though.
I think Derek Carr is one of the reasons why he came out here, but I don't think it was the main reason.
No, I know that. That's what I'm saying. But I feel like this would not be a
discussion.
A discussion at all. If we address the quarterback situation.
Yeah, it would be a different scenario.
I think that at the end of the day, it's a job. They're working a job, right? NFL's.
You want to get the best of the best.
Yes,
for that
but
job.
I understand that. But when you're a manager and your employee is complaining to you or steps up and says, "Hey, man, you need to get this, and this," and is basically expressing his feeling and complaining to you, what as a manager in the real world, what are they doing? I can get fucked, you can kick rocks. So at the end of the day, you got to look at it as like this is a job still. So why should he step up when the owners and the managers should be making the right moves?
At the end of the day, I want to know who's hiring these quarterbacks. Like they're sitting there, like they're getting.
Whoa, Zeus. The fucking head coach is the head coach is bringing them.
Motherfuckers are getting scammed. Like,
I mean, last year, we brought in Jimmy G. I mean, Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler were the ones.
Jimmy G was, from the beginning.
No, I know, but who made those decisions? Was the head coach and the GM?
Mm-hmm.
Those are the guys. You're asking that question, and the same thing this year. Who brought in Gardner Minshew to be the starting quarterback?
Head coach and
the
GM.
And the GM.
Maybe AP thought we were going to get a quarterback in the draft. So
no. He
The only, and that's why I say, like, if we weren't going to go be aggressive in the trade market or be aggressive in free agency for any quarterback, whether it was Kirk Cousins or any of these other quarterbacks, you better have had a plan to go and draft somebody. Mm-hmm. And we didn't. Obviously, if they say that they did everything that they could to get Jaden Daniels and it didn't happen, then that's fine. But there's still other
Josh Jacobs would still be here if that was the case.
I just want to know. I want to know what you said. I want to know what went on at that table with head coach and GM saying Minshew's the guy.
I would have told them both. I'm like, you guys are smoking crack.
I think they were just pinned against a wall at that point because none of the shit that they wanted really.
How were they pinned against the wall when there was a lot more decisions still out there?
No. I mean, like to make.
Who is Minshew?
I'm saying
he's a great. I like the guy.
I agree with you.
Who is he?
I'm saying the reason why I said that is the fact that when they had to choose between Minshew and AOC, like who's going to be a starter because they really have no other options because it's already too late. They pinned themselves against the wall because they should have addressed the quarterback situation way earlier.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
That should have been their number one.
It should have been
their number one target. Correct.
And I just want to ask you guys real quick, just give me your answers. We're going into Pittsburgh week this week, 2-3. What do the Raiders need to do this week to get that win?
I got it. Activate the practice squad to break some knees.
Shut your always with the knees.
I'm dead serious. You want that win? 30 man. You crack that motherfucker right now. I'm on win at all costs.
You know what's crazy?
What would you do legally then?
My whole team, the whole Raiders get sick and can't come to the game.
Oh, this guy.
No,
I think my plan's a lot better.
So that's your actual plan?
Yeah, that's his plan. Yeah, so what's yours? That's Mr. Fitz's plan.
Yeah.
That's Mikey's plan.
Bro, you're going to jail.
You see the vision, so tell us your vision.
You know you can go to jail for that.
No, you can't.
Yeah, because you're
Sean Payton didn't go to jail. He just got fined for 4 years. Some shit.
No.
Right. Go ahead.
Wait, that's really your vision on that?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh my Jesus Lord. I can't get over that. So my
dirty sometimes to make shit happen, even if it's sacrificing somebody's needs.
Mine would be there is none. Just play football, bro, because we don't have nothing. We don't have nothing else. What do we have?
We have a practice squad.
No. There's a reason they didn't make the team.
Well, they could be used in other ways to make the team win.
So check this out. Like, there's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do. Where it's already Monday, we got to play Saturday or Friday, Sunday. So there's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do. We have to play Sunday. So we have to work with what we got. Now, to work with what we got, what they got to do is the team has to step the fuck up.
Oh, yeah.
100%. Like, it's not only coaches, too. Yeah, they have to step up, bro. It's like I said, it's a job. You got to go out there and do your job. Business decisions, like he said. If you're going to get hurt on a play and you still fucking do it, you're a great guy. Good. If you back off a play and hesitate because you think you're going to get hurt or anything like that, they have to step up, bro. Our Raiders there is guys on the team that are playing hard as shit, 110%, right? But everyone has to play 110%.
Yeah. I think kind of going into this game, we definitely need to start off fast.
Mm-hmm.
The offense has got to get going, and I feel like we should utilize the pass game much more than the run game. I know the run game is the bread and butter of this team, and if it could get going, then we're good. But I feel like if we just continue to use the pass game a lot more, I think we should be okay this week. I feel like the defense is going to do their job. The defense, yes. we can trust the defense to do their job, but I feel like the offense is going to be the main focal point. And I do believe that as much as it sucks, I would still keep Gardner Minshew as the starting quarterback this weekend and just go with that.
Okay, I agree with you on that. I'm gonna come back on that. I agree with you on that. Definitely Gardner Minshew to be starting QB. 100% agree with you on that. Now, run game has to happen. It's part of football. You have to have run game.
No, for
right?
sure.
But now you're saying do more pass plays than run play. Agree on that. Because when we were passing the ball, we were killing it. Last game, we were killing it. Yeah, a little couple picks, shit like that. But we were moving the ball.
But hopefully we go out there and win this week. It's going to be a big, big game for the Raiders. We'll most likely be there, and hopefully we don't stress out at the game. Last year we lost to the Steelers, and
I'm not
couldn't deal with it. But I feel like we should be able to win this game.
I'm not going to the game, and I'm turning off my TVs.
Well, that's good then. We save a ticket.
No, I'll be at the game. But look, check this out. I just want to let everyone know AP is a great guy. I love you, AP. Don't fire AP.
We'll be at the Masquerade this week, too.
Yeah, we'll be at the Masquerade this week. I know people are like, what the fuck? Hey, we're going to be there. We're going to catch the vibes, and hopefully we'll see some Raider Nation over there. But with that said, obviously you guys can find us. Obviously you can find me at Simone Raider on all social media platforms. You got
Mr. Fitz, MRFITZ 714 on all platforms. Y'all know what it is. Fuck your team, Raiders, bitch.
I'm not going to tell you where you can find me because you're going to give me a lot of heat for what I said on the couple reels.
Visions.
it's going to be collabed anyway, so.
We will tag them in the comments for you guys.
No, you can find me at Mikey_Vision on all platforms, YouTube, Instagram, anything you want. I'm there. If you need videos, holla at me.
All right. Until the next one, we are out.
Don't fire AP.